You know, it's a terrible day for America. A day on which we now turn out to have a white supremacist president who's defending Nazis. And my former friend, you will notice I said former, friend Tom, is defending him. He doesn't like the guy, he just likes this. He doesn't think that war memorials should be torn down, and he thinks it's best to spread the blame around. And when I say you're offending me, you are the person that my Uncle Chris Rock warned me about. You are an older white man who does not know he's a racist. You're a fucking cracker, Tom. He says a bunch of shit like, including at the end, what I say is right when I say it. If I say it's not true, it's not true. And if I don't know, I make shit up. And then he leaves because he's torturing me because he's an old asshole who doesn't know he's a racist. Doesn't care about the facts. He's got an opinion, goddammit. These are the liberals. So what I do is I write comedy and I call him a cracker. Then I go around and I say, hey, I know what I want to do. I want to have a business called Riot Tourism. Because I'd like to beat the shit out of a Nazi. And I saw a fucking riot and it looked like fun. And you go there, you get the bus, I'm going to make a nonviolent speech on the bus, you get the package with the hotel and the plane reservations, and I'm going to make a speech. It's going to go like this. This is nonviolence. You should only use violence if it's absolutely necessary. So the code of a warrior is, unless it's absolutely necessary, do nothing. And that's how you win, too. Because I trained with Chuck Norris at 11. I personally sparred with Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris saved my life. It's a long story. I was being mugged by two guys with a gun, and I squared off to kick them, and they looked scared, and I ran and didn't get shot. But the thing is the way you win is that hatred has an unstable vibe, whereas self-defense and spirituality has a peaceful vibe. That is a very focused vibe. And so when you're abiding in the path of the nonviolent warrior, you wait for your opening. Hatred gives you your opening because it's erratic. It makes a mistake, and then you pop it hard. Anyways, so maybe not. And, like in the meantime, I'm sitting there writing comedy like they say Trump might shoot himself in the foot. He shot himself in the foot, the other hand, and he's trying to figure out how to shoot himself with his only remaining hand, but all he has is a trigger finger. Okay, maybe not so funny. Look, I sat around this morning, there was a guy, we'll just totally ignore this subject for a minute, and then we'll come back to it with a close, okay? I'm trying. There was a guy on a wall screaming with a shirt on that said Berkeley on a cell phone. He's screaming. I say, excuse me, sir. I went to Berkeley. Please do not impugn the honor and integrity of my alma mater. Get your hands off my old Latin mother. Then I get a laugh from a guy. Because people are educated and see they know that alma mater is Latin for old mother. Now, the reason why that joke is relevant is that some of the closest thing we have to a mother in this world is our school. See, that's why it's old mother, even though we're a very patriarchal society. And the place where people used to get taught morality was in school. And what I learned in school was that, for example, Ronald Reagan was a dick, and we shouldn't have a fucking conservative, hypocritical asshole who everyone reveres to this day, who all he did was fucking lower taxes and try and start a war with Russia. But the thing is, they're saying, it was because he was an actor. So now we have this crazy fuck who's a goddamn... God, I wish I wasn't doing this on fucking camera. We have this crazy fuck who's a goddamn reality star because we're stupid. We love being stupid. We don't know what morality is. We don't know what reality is. Tom doesn't care about the facts. He doesn't care about right and wrong. He's got a goddamn opinion. So soon the apocalypse is going to come and teach us what mortality is. Because Don Trump is one of those people who's a neo-fundamentalist, and he's going to start a apocalypse in order to prove that his death-centered view of reality is right. And it's not even fundamentalist. He's just a negative, dreary, sociopathic nutjob. Close. You ready? Here's the close. The problem was we started with Ron Reagan and got this fucking Don Trump, but in the meantime we got Steven fucking Seagal. Now, what I want to know is, his name is Steven Seagal, and he's a Jewish guy from New York. How he got to be a martial arts star in the first place, I don't know, but I want to be a Jewish martial arts star and a comedian to boot at the same time. So, but he changes his name to Seagal becomes a fucking martial arts star, talks very much like this, doesn't really talk with his real, you know, he kind of talks like this. And then I turn on the TV one day before I got evicted, and I see a show in which Steven Seagal somehow is now speaking with a New Orleans accent, and he's in a cop car with Johnny, and he's running down the road next to a ditch, and he's screaming, "Woo! Get him, Johnny! Get him! Get that boy! Going to get him! Going up, I want to get him! I'm New Orleans, we're going to play cop!" And Steven Seagal all of a sudden is a fucking cop, because since Ron Reagan can be the president and Donald Trump can be the president, Steven Seagal is a fucking actor and he can be a goddamn cop anytime he wants. And then anytime he wants, he can go from a guy from New York to a guy from New Orleans. Get him, Johnny! Woo! And so they pull up on the guy. And the guy goes from a guy running frenetically, next to a canal, maybe in my mind, I don't know. Next thing you know, he's on the ground and he looks up and he goes, "Steven motherfucking Seagal. My man Steven motherfucking Seagal." Because immediately he goes from, "Oh no, it's the fucking cops," to "my man Steven motherfucking Seagal." Oh my God, I seen all your movies. Oh man, I see. Remember that one movie you had where we was chasing that guy and he was running and remember that, and he was fighting and shit? Oh, motherfucking Steven motherfucking Seagal, my man. Remember that movie? You was chasing that guy, and Steven Seagal says, "Okay, now, Johnny, can we let him go? Are we going to let him go? You going to be good? I'm Steven motherfucking Seagal. I might have to just come back here and fuck you up." And the guy's like, okay, I promise, Steven Seagal, for you, I'll be good. My motherfucking man, Steven motherfucking Seagal. And what I want to know is, why is everyone in America an actor? Why is that guy to go from my role is the guy running down next to a canal to my role is the guy who needs to cozy up to Steven motherfucking Seagal? Why does Steven motherfucking Seagal get to be any goddamn thing he wants? And really, I'm telling you, everyone in America is an actor. They're acting, and they know to act with Steven Seagal when he shows up with a totally different accent that's fucking ridiculous. I mean, why didn't the guy just look up and go, "You know, man, that's not your real accent, and your name isn't really Seagal, it's Seagal, and you're Jewish, and how did you get to be a martial arts star? And now that you're a fucking Jewish martial arts star, how come you're a cop from fucking New Orleans?" He never says that. He just goes, "My man, okay, cool. No, I'll be cool. No, I'll be, for you, my man, I'll be cool." Dude, we live in a crazy fucking culture that literally thinks that reality is not real, that thinks that actors and reality stars are great presidents, and then when they say crazy shit, we're surprised? Fuck this stupid culture. Reality is real, people are real, morality is real, racism is real. We got a lot of serious shit to deal with, and we're not dealing with any of it. And it sucks, man. It really, really sucks. We literally are a culture founded, are you ready for this? On genocide and slavery. We enslaved a bunch of people that we're now disrespecting to build most of these monuments. Like the Capitol and stuff, slaves, okay? And when Donald Trump says, well, they were slave owners too, what about George Washington? They weren't people that voted for this, seceded from the Union, and then started a civil fucking war. They weren't traitors and terrorists, which is what the leaders and the participants of the Civil War were. That's what Donald Trump is. That's what the neo-Nazis are. So when my friend Tom advocates for this position, he's not my friend anymore, and he's a dumb shit cracker. I never called another person cracker in my life. I'm glad that my Uncle Chris Rock, not my real uncle. You notice how I'm saying nod and rock at the same time? I'm a sugar. This has got me crazy. I'm trying to make comedy of it, but you can't make comedy of it. You can't make sense of it. People are unconscious imbeciles, and they don't give a shit about right and wrong, about communication, about anything other than spewing their own myopic, hateful bullshit. And even when they're communicating, they're just chirping each other like birds. They're just barking at each other like dogs. They're just making noises that say, yes, I'm one of you. We're one of us. We're all one of us. Peter Gabriel. I'm one of the herd. I'm one of the tribe. I'm one of the pack. Let's go kill those bastards over there. Chimpanzees, our close relatives, decide they don't like people and eat their